Hello and welcome to another edition of Trotsky or Bust. It's March 11th, Sunday. We just changed the clocks today. I don't know why. I don't know why we need daylight saving time or why they don't just do it the whole year round. We're all going to be so tired tomorrow at work. Got to start an hour early. It started about 100 years ago during World War One in Germany. They were trying to save money, save on their electric bill, but it doesn't really save that much today anyway. I don't even know if it saves anything, but they should just do it. Either do it year round one way or the other, but just stop these changes. Anyway, getting on to what I want to talk about today. First, getting back to my last segment about the Florida shooting. I told you then nothing would get done and it would come off, people would stop talking about it, and here we are. But 3 weeks later, and that's exactly what happened. Nothing got done. Um, we're not talking about it anymore. They're not talking about it in the media. This time it's different. This time it's different. No, it's not different. You still have the same corrupt politicians. Nothing's going to get done. They gave credit to the private sectors. Wow, Dick's Sports, Walmart. They now an 18-year-old can't buy it. You have to be 21. They'll just go to smaller shops and buy it there. Or even if not, they'll wait till they're 21. I mean, that's what's going to happen. There's not going to be any changes here at all. Trump is making a big deal, or they're making a big deal of this 21. And what's going to happen is in a month, few weeks, who knows, maybe tomorrow, there'll be another shooting. The guy will be 21, maybe it'll be a girl, but probably a guy, be 21, 22, and they'll say, see, gun control doesn't work. We tried gun control, we raised the age from 18 to 21, and nothing happened. Come on. No, you know, the gun control means repealing the Second Amendment. Even that weasel Bill Maher, I mean, don't agree with him, but he did say couple of good things on his show this week that we do need to repeal the Second Amendment. But then again, other shows he says that he owns a gun. So he brags about owning a gun, but he says we need to repeal the Second Amendment. And that's what's going to happen. And there's nothing radical about that. That's the way it is in every other country, westernized country, in Canada, Great Britain, Germany, Japan, Holland, Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg, France. Every country, they don't have guns and they don't have this problem. I mean, sure, you had that incident in Norway, but it's still, and we're just talking about the shootings. We're not even talking about the everyday murders that happen in America every day. Every day it happens. Usually it happens in the inner city, so no one cares. That's just the way it is. The Democrats, to no one's surprise, have been missing in action here. They haven't talked about it at all. One of them that's running for office in 2 days, Conor Lamb in Pennsylvania, I'll get to him a bit later. He's backed off. They asked him about it, and he doesn't want to do anything about it. His way of telling us that he's just another spineless politician who's not going to do anything for us. Um, it's not going to change. Then even the NRA knows it. The NRA, during their conventions, they don't allow guns in their conventions. They know it's dangerous. Gun companies, when they have shareholder meetings, they don't allow guns there. Um, Trump in his golf courses, he doesn't allow guns there. He knows how dangerous it is. But everywhere else, hey, you know what? They take the NRA's money. The NRA is, just a front for the gun companies, and this will never stop as long as you have corrupt, spineless politicians. And that gets us right back to Conor Lamb. Conor Lamb, Pennsylvania 18th District. Again, the media's making a big deal out of this. There's no big deal. It's just another corporate owned Republican running against a corporate owned Democrat. Heads, they win, tails, we lose. We're going to lose either way. Neither of these guys has any intentions of representing us. Conor Lamb, where does he get his money from? He gets it from law firms, business services, banks, pharma. He gets it from pharma and healthcare. So he's not going to be for Medicare for all. He's just another corporate Democrat that's going to work against us. And I honestly hope he loses. I mean, I watched Trump yesterday in his speech. Got to give it to Trump. He is entertaining. His speeches are good. I mean, it's total BS. But that's just Trump. That tells you something about our politicians. The fact that someone like this could become president. How bad are they? How bad are they that Donald Trump beat them? You know, how sick of them are we? Trump's not going to do anything different. He did do something good this week. A couple of good things actually. Trump did. He put a tariff on steel and aluminum. Now, whether he actually goes through with this, whether it won't be slight, but it's good that even if nothing happens, even if Trump doesn't go through with it, he started the conversation. And hopefully we can get somebody better, someone like Bernie Sanders. Maybe we could do more with tariffs. It's not going to help us really as long as we have a trade agreement with Mexico, and Mexico's a third world country. I know you have to help out the third world, but you can't just do it willy nilly. And I mean, all the jobs have already gone. I don't know if tariffs are going to do much good now. The jobs are gone, and when these companies, when they do come back, and a lot of them will come back, it'll be totally automated, and it won't be because of tariffs. It'll be just because it'll be cheaper for them to have a plant here in the United States, and they don't have the shipping cost that they do from China or somewhere else, but the jobs won't come back. And I don't know, it might be a day late and dollar short for tariffs, but at least he did something. He did start a conversation, and that's a good thing. The other good thing Trump did do last week is start negotiations, start saying that he's open negotiating with North Korea. Not there was ever an issue with North Korea. North Korea is just a big, nonsense. They're just trying to scare us so they can spend more money on defense. People are scared they're not. Oh yeah, spend defense. Forget healthcare. Forget education. Let's spend on something important like defense. Like our defense budget isn't big enough yet. He did say without preconditions, even though they claim that the preconditions are that North Korea is going to allow the joint exercise between South Korea and the United States, like they could do anything about it anyway. And I forget the other precondition. It was BS. But that's how you have negotiations without preconditions, and that's what Trump said. Of course, Tulsi Gabbard said the same thing about uh, 2 months ago, when she was on George Stephanopoulos, and this was after they had the missile alert in Hawaii, and George Stephanopoulos, you really mean that we can do it without preconditions, and that the invasion of Iraq was a bad thing because it forces these dictators to get nuclear weapons and that, when she said it, it's crazy, but when Trump says it, you know, it's a good idea. Um, Nothing. The only good thing here with the North Korean negotiation, the one thing that we should be worried about is accidents happen, and North Korea is not going to launch a nuclear missile at us purposely. They know if they do, they're going to get wiped out. Kim Jong Un knows this. He's going to die if he does it, and he's not suicidal. And no one ever talks about that, but that's the only real risk is that accident happened. That's what happened during the Cuban Missile Crisis. I mean, we almost had nuclear war, not because that they were crazy, but they pushed each other so close, and accidents happened. Soviet submarine almost sent a nuclear missile at the Atlantic seaboard, which would have launched World War III. So it's good to negotiate. It's not going to be enough to get North Korea to disarm. We have to have global disarmament, global, get rid of all nuclear weapons. Okay, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't protect us. What are we going to do with nuclear weapons? Are we going to nuke North Korea? Are we going to kill millions of innocent people to get one guy? And that one guy's probably going to be in the shelter? I mean, they don't do us any good. They were just the deterrents during the Cold War. And they weren't even that. They were just the ultimate weapon. So we had to have it, and the Russians had to have it, and everybody else had to have it. Now North Korea has to have it. At some point, if we just let it go, groups like ISIS will have it too. Okay, and they won't be afraid to use it. So that's why we have to get rid of it. Get rid of all the material. Monitor it globally, not just nuclear weapons, but all sorts of chemical weapons. But that's not going to come into the equation. I mean, they'll just say North Korea has to disarm, and We don't, and it'll never change anything as long as we don't. That's about it. That's about all I have to talk to you about today. Um, I'm back to liking Trump. I liked bad as he is. At least he proposed good things this week. Got to give him that. Um, the Democrats are shit as always, so I couldn't care less what happens to them. Um, they have no ideas. They don't care. They they're getting away with electing shitty politicians, which is why I hope Conor Lamb loses. I really do. He's just another corporate Democrat, and don't encourage them. Not that they care one way or the other. They're going to be in charge, and they're even you know have advertised. Smear campaigns against real progressives. Bernie said something about that, but they'll continue like this. They're the enemy. They're no different than Republicans. We need a third party, and for people to think that Democrats will change, never going to happen. Never going to happen. As long as they have them getting the money from these sources, and Conor Lamb's no different, they're going to be the same party. All right, that's all I have to say today. Happy Sunday, and drink a lot of coffee tomorrow morning. Bye now.